Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Josh, and we're up at Conduit01, and today we're taking a look at Assassin's Creed Unity for the PlayStation 4. Now, this game dropped Tuesday, November 11th. It also released with a brother game for the last generation consoles, but I didn't pick that one up because I'm trying to kind of migrate away from that concept right now. Now, Assassin's Creed was released through Ubisoft Studios, and unfortunately it seems Ubisoft is losing some of its ground and stability in what's going on over there. It's kind of following in the footsteps of things like Watch Dogs, in the fact that this game was told it was going to be something good, and had some high expectations, and on release it's had some pretty major problems across multiple platforms, ranging from PC all the way to the Xbox One and PlayStation 4. A lot of the issues with PC have been frame resolution issues. The game is supposed to be running native at about 60 frames per second, I believe, but it sounds like it's only hitting about 30 or 40 on the PC, and we do have some of those issues actually with the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One as well, but you only really get into that during a lot of combat stuff, at least from what I've seen. Some of the parkour stuff it's also evident in that. It seems to have an issue with the more motion and speed that's going on through a character playthrough. But we'll get into some of that stuff later. Right now, we're going to get into this game and give you a quick look. Now, Unity is set in the period of the French Revolution. It is, of course, playing off the fact that it's running through memories of your ancestors and that. And this is a particular program just kind of up for grabs that you're going through. Again, never try to give away too much on the storyline. I do, of course, want people to go out, pick the game up, and enjoy it for themselves. So we'll just get into some of the features of the game. For those who are new to the game, it's nice because there is a good tutorial to it. However, it does kind of mess you up for people who have played the game all the way from Assassin's Creed 1 with Altair. Throughout the game series, the console controls and that have always remained the same, but in this game particularly, they really amped up the control schemes and now have added a whole new slew of motion and tactics. One of the biggest things that really pops out for me is the active stealth that you control as a player. For instance, you're in the old games, you'd be doing a stealth mission, you'd walk up, and your character would automatically crouch down next to something to try and give you a stealth point and advantage. But it also led to a very linear type of story. You could only approach things in a certain way at certain times in the game. This one, however, has changed it so that you really have the choice of stealth. So at this point, I'm just walking around the rooftop, and when I hit the L2 trigger, he goes into a stealth crouch, and you can kind of maneuver from there. So it gives you the option now, going through the levels. There isn't one way to approach a mission, and there are several missions to go through. So it's nice to have that change for you, and make things just a little better and easier for you. For people who like that wide range of choice and selection, they do a good job at giving you that. However, it's not easy to maneuver and manipulate the character through a stealth situation. I had a few issues last night when I was playing it. In particular, there was one area, it should have been very easy to maneuver the character just around a corner. Instead, every time I would kind of round an edge or something, a character on the other side of a wall would actually see me. So there are some bugs and glitches in the game. I don't know how much of this Ubisoft is made aware of. There are reports and stuff, blog stuff that is being sent to them, so I know there are things being sent over in the hopes that a patch will be put in later down the line. They also added a very detailed and complex layer of customization for the character. Looking at this, you see a skill set, which are actually unlocked both going through the game and earning assassin points. But you also have to complete the memory sequences in order to get that. So you have your different range of skills. You've got your melee, your range, stealth, and health. I'm trying to do a lot more in the stealth. I like to be a little more stealthy. Plus, you kind of need it in order to do certain things in the game. And one of the bigger things that I like is they've opened up this entire customization of the character. So you can literally make the main character, Arno is his name, you can make him look however you want with regard to how you play. As you can see over on the right, where it says Tailor, Prowler, Hood, you see categories saying melee, stealth, health, and range. Those are attributed to how you play the game. If you're someone who likes to just go in, head first, sword drawn, just beat the hell out of somebody, then you would focus on your melee and your health. Whereas I like to stay in the shadows, kind of try to really play it with a true assassin experience and stay out of the range of doom and everything. So I've chosen a costume set that's more attributed to giving me health, some range stuff, and some stealth. I do have a couple of more pieces to buy, so you're not seeing too much in that. And of course, as you buy those pieces, there are modifiers that you see down the bottom. This particular hood, for instance, increases the range and duration of my eagle vision and increases the money and health that I can get from different characters in that. And of course, it doesn't just restrict to the health. You've got your head outfit, your chest, which is the coat, forearms, which are the bracers, waist is the belt, legs, and then actual complete outfits here, which are earned through doing what they call the Assassin's Creed Initiates system. And that in itself is buggy. You know, it tells you pretty much that you need to go back and either buy their games, play their games, or do like certain stories through the Initiates program. It's kind of a rip at them trying to get more money. So it's up to you as to how far you want to take it and get a full feel for the game. But other than that, they've done away with the multiplayer aspect where you would join a group and fight or pretty much hide in a haystack and look for the other character. That was pretty much the multiplayer. Unity, their focus was giving a co-op feel, working with other assassins to complete a forward mission. Now I did do a couple of these, and it seems to work best if you can actually communicate with people that you know, like friends and family or whatever. It doesn't have the same regard and respect and feel of a true assassin experience for the Assassin's Creed game when you're doing this with strangers. I did do a mission with some strangers, and it just kind of was loose. Everybody did their own thing, they ran off. There was no coordination, even though there's a way to do some coordination. Without contact with one another, you lose that feel. So, again, you know, there are a lot of different ways. This is, you can invite people that you know, and there are a couple of people that I know, but I'm not going to get into that. They have the Uplay system, and here's the Initiates outfit that we talked about a little before. So yeah, overall, I do enjoy the game. It's very gorgeous to look at, you know, and there's a lot of detail. Pretty much from what you can see here, that's all an area that you can get to. And each of these areas, following what the game is, when you sync to a point, they show you what's around. And this is by far one of the largest maps. And I'll give you a quick look at the synchronization here just to give you a feel for what the environment looks like now. So as you pull back, it opens up, and everything you see is a place that you can get to. And as you can see right here, I am on top of the Notre Dame Chapel in France. And there's a crowd of people down below. I'll jump off in a second. You can get a feel for the individuality of the characters in that. The scope and detail given to this game is truly magnificent. It's breathtaking right there. There we go, into the ever-infamous haystack. And here you can see there is a bit of a riot going on. And pretty much each of these characters is individual in their own right. You know, when you interact and you push one character, it doesn't involve like 3 or 4 characters. It stays in game with one character itself. So there's a whole element with this game that hasn't been seen in other games to date. So, you know, if you're a fan of the Assassin's Creed series, you'll definitely enjoy it. But if you're someone new, you'll still also enjoy the game very well. And just a quick thing before I go. There has been an issue in the customization. I know a lot of people have been having a problem, or not so much a problem, but are against what has been released as a, I don't know how to really say it. It's basically a microtransaction system, as it has been said. And what that is when you look at going in and getting certain outfits, you have here what they call Helix credits, and you can pretty much purchase a certain amount of credits using real money. And that's an issue for some people, but it's also a very pointless thing to do. It's basically for those people who don't want to go through earning the money, doing the battles, getting the experiences. They just want to get what they want and then just play the game. But as you can see, that you can buy anything once you get to a certain level, or you have enough money, or you unlock it. Once that happens, you can easily just purchase what you're looking for. So it's really dependent on how you want. I know there was a big uproar about the microtransaction system, and pretty much they put an embargo on releasing information on that up to 12 hours prior or after the release date of this game. Obviously, it's very well after that, so we are starting to talk about that. I do encourage people to still pick the game up. The microtransaction system doesn't really inhibit the value or the experience of the game if you're someone who wants to go through and do everything. There are multiple points and multiple ways of earning extra income very easily. So the money accrual system, it builds up real fast. So again, it's tailored to how you personally want to play the game. So, and that's pretty much it. That's all I really wanted to speak on for this. I do enjoy the game again. Go ahead, find your copy, whatever system you like, pick it up, and we'll get back in touch with you. I'll probably do a couple of Let's Plays with some multiplayer stuff, just to give you a feel for that. So again, hit the like and subscribe down below. Hope you guys are enjoying the videos and what's going into them. And we'll see you on the next one. Thanks.